Grand Rising, beautiful people! Are you thriving? Are you surviving? What's happening your side of the world? Welcome to Awakening with Professor Ez's podcast. In this podcast, we will start to dive in much deeper into the strategies, the energy tools, and practical solutions with a fun, dynamic energy. And I am Professor S, aka Sodia. I am a healer, mentor, coach, awakening facilitator, and also a Reiki practitioner. Okay, beautiful people, let's get on with today's episode. Grand Rising, beautiful people! Yes, this is your boy, Professor S.
And the Soul Designer.
Alright, bro, what are we doing today? What are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about ego, and the title of our podcast is Ego Check and Learning to Let Go for the Need of Control.
Oh, you know what? It's so interesting. I love ego.
Yeah.
And the reason why I love ego is because I've been working with my ego since like my spiritual journey. So what do you think of your ego now? What's the first thing that's coming in your mind?
Control, literally. That's all it wants. It just wants to be in control all the time. Every scenario.
But here's the thing now. You know you can't control nothing outside of you.
Yeah, that's true.
So right now, if you connect with your ego,
yeah,
and recording this podcast right now in a brand new studio, like place we have,
yeah,
how's it feeling?
It honestly, it feels a little nervous because coming on camera is still a bit of a new experience. So part of it is nervous, but then there's a bigger part of it that's a lot more excited. Just to be here in the new studio, just doing our first video podcast. Or at least the first video one that I'm in.
I know, this feels so real, man. Honestly, like, yay!
It's so real you can touch it, yeah?
I know, it's such a nice feeling, honestly.
Yeah.
But can you see how your ego's excited?
Yeah.
Well, what else is your ego saying right now? About this new venture we're in our new studio?
I think it's a little nervous about where everything's going.
Okay.
Maybe part of it is like it might be happening too quick, but we're 26 episodes in. It's not too quick.
It's true what you're saying. It's true what you're saying is maybe be too quick because you're someone who's that slow and steady wins a race.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like bang, 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 get onto it.
Yeah.
But can you see how our viewpoints of life is very different? It's a different contrast. It's a different polarity.
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, let's do this. Aram se will means like with ease and grace.
Yeah.
For those who don't understand Hindi. And then, but that's my point. And for me, I'm like, all right, jump on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Without thinking about, the whole 9 yards and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. I think that's one of the beauty of our dynamic.
Yeah.
Where I'm slow and steady and you're fast. We complement each other where you can speed me up, I can slow you down.
Yeah, but the way I look at it is that you ground me.
Yeah.
Because I can go with the fairies and up there and everything and be like, oh my God, yes, I'm on cloud 23 or whatever.
Yeah.
But coming back to ego, there was an interesting part of my journey because I never thought I had an ego.
Yeah.
And I always thought I was very humble, very nice, until I realized my ego wanted just to have fun. Hence why it was looking for fast action. And I realized my ego was looking for dopamine. It's like, when you go on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been to Alton Towers.
No, I actually haven't.
Thorpe Park?
I haven't gone to any attraction.
All right, I need to take you to an attraction and get you in this fast dopamine lane.
Yeah.
That's interesting. You've never been to a theme park?
The thing is, you know what? I've had opportunity to go, but now that I think about it, every opportunity I had to go, I've always fallen ill just before going.
Okay, so what part of your ego made you fall ill not to go?
Actually, I have no clue because I used to love that type of stuff.
Okay.
But something kind of sabotaged going.
Okay, what? All right, so explain to me, because there's something there. That's why my guys are telling me, all right, let's go for this.
I don't know, maybe I thought, on the steep downhill, it'll then go up and it'll just fly off the track.
Okay, so what part of you...
I'm just kidding.
No, your point, you're kidding to me now, but your ego doesn't think... Because remember, your ego doesn't know whether it's real or not.
Yeah.
Everything you teach it is real.
No, but that's an interesting thing, because I actually love that thrill.
Yeah.
But then I never really got the chance to go. I don't think it's actually just limited to these like theme. What do you call them? Thought park.
Yeah. Thought the theme parks. Yeah,
like theme parks. It's happened with multiple things. Like any outings or anything, my body's decided to take, broken down and just not going.
Okay, so all right. So if you think about a theme park right now, what does it say to you? When you think theme park? What's the first word that comes in your head?
Like waiting around in like these long ass queues.
Okay.
But also excitement.
Okay, so what do you feel when you wait around? But just say you have to wait around an hour to get on the ride.
It's too much time spent.
Okay.
Just waiting around.
All right. And if you were to connect with your ego right now, how does it feel about wait that much time?
It feels like, is it really worth spending an hour to go on a ride that might be like 10 minutes long? And then how like queues can be tiring as well. You stand around, you shuffle, slowly by slowly. It's
shuffle, But that's the part. That's the point exactly, because your ego is saying, "Is it worth my time and energy?"
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it makes a good point.
Hence why, if you think about all your times of not going to a theme park, you sabotaged it. Your ego said, "No, it's not worth it."
My ego is impatient as well, so that
there you go. Because your ego is impatient. Because why? Because you're slow and steady.
Yeah.
But does it not contrast of because you're slow and steady, your ego wants now.
Yeah.
Can you see the contrast now?
Yeah, my ego always wants things. We got that popular saying, isn't it?
What's that?
Why? I don't want it now, I want it yesterday.
Oh yeah. Most people want it yesterday. Oh my god. And if you think about it now, your ego's saying, I want it now, but I want to do it slowly. Can you see? He wants it both ways.
Yeah.
You want your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, I love cake.
Oh, who doesn't? But that's not the point, bro.
I know.
The point. See, your ego's distracting me.
Yeah, it got.
You see?
I know, it derailed it.
You derailed it. Why? Why did your ego have to derail that?
I mean, because you said cake, and my mind's like a nice, like little cream cake.
See, you're deferring it. Your ego's kicking in and not want to get into the root cause.
Yeah.
So what part of you doesn't want to get into that root cause?
I guess it doesn't want to be discovered.
Okay, what part of you doesn't want to rediscover in who you truly are?
I guess the ego is also a part of a person, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you really want to get rid of a part of you?
True. So for me, when I really worked on my ego, I understood it's like two different people.
Yeah. What? Both of your egos are two different people, or
my ego and me are separate?
Okay, just one.
Because they're separate people. So for me, my ego's name called Dilip.
Yeah.
So when Dilip comes out to play, he's coming out to play. Yeah. He's not looking to be, you know what, bro? Are you okay? No, bro. What are you doing? This is not okay.
I guess there could be worse egos to come out of. I mean, yours is fun, isn't it? Or yours was fun.
Right. You've met my ego before.
Yeah.
Do you think it's fun from your point?
Oh, from my point, no. I think in my point is a bit of a dickhead.
Okay, he might be a dickhead, but he keeps me safe.
Yeah.
He because he knows his boundaries. He knows his worth.
Yeah.
He may come across as a bit, oh my god, I don't know if I can deal with him. He's a bit, ooh.
Yeah,
but does that make sense?
No, yeah, it makes sense.
So if you had your personality and your egos, like, do you have any? Would you say?
Yeah, I've got two egos.
You got two? Oh wow! More the merrier.
They're very distinct. The first one is he wants full control over everything.
Okay.
He wants to lead all the time, and he is the one he's very angry. When I'm in my anger ego, I know it.
Okay.
But let's say about 8 times out of 10, I would know it.
How do you know you know it?
Because he reacts in ways that normally I don't react.
Okay.
So one of the prime examples is road rage.
Oh, what does it look? What does it sound? How does it sound like when you for those who don't know what your road rage is like? What is it sounding like?
My road rage is. I'm feeling a bit exposed right now.
Good.
All right, my road rage is not violent. I mean, I'm not gonna get out and kill the person.
Of course not. We don't condone that.
Yeah, we don't condone that. Don't kill anyone over road rage.
Yeah.
But it's the type where if it's irked up,
Yeah.
It'll make its feeling known.
All right. Do you have an example?
Vocally. I mean, I did one time where this was recently as well. This woman was not acting, but
acting.
She wouldn't give me weight even though it was my right away.
Okay.
And then I was gonna leave it, but then she rolled her window down, and then I stamped on my brakes. I rolled my window down. Then I said some non-nicety to her.
Non-niceties, okay.
And then, that was me. Yeah. I told her to grow up very rudely.
All right, fair enough. All right, that's your aggressive ego.
Yeah.
All right, tell me about the other one. Do they have names?
Yeah, the aggressive ego. It's James. He's very masculine.
Oh, Jamas. In me putting it Indian way, but yes, James.
My feminine ego.
Yeah.
Her name is Polly, and she is the worst one.
Why she? What would you say? Why do you think she's the worst one?
She's the one where I don't know she's there. She'll come in, she'll plant a thought in my mind, and before I even know it's her, she escapes.
Ooh.
And it sends me down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Of different thoughts and overthinking and just being in my head regarding maybe a situation or
do you know what Polly reminds me of?
Who?
It reminds me of a situation where you're about to go on a date and then she stands you up before you're about to pick her up and say, something came up. No, in terms of, like, you want to address it, but she doesn't want to address it, and then she hides and runs. No, that's what I'm saying. Do you feel like it is like that? Would you say?
Partly, I guess she might be like that, but she's the type where she'll put a damaging thought in your head. You won't even know she's there until well after she's left the building. She's left the area. She made an escape. Like some sort of espionage specialist.
Espionage specialist. Oh, wow.
And
Agent Polly, yeah.
9.5 times out of 10, I don't know it's her. It takes me a while to be like, hang on.
Huh?
That's how subtle she is.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
She blends in like Solid Snake. Those don't know, he's a character in a video game. Sneaks around everywhere.
All right, so this Polly, this espionage agent who trickles all these non-niceties.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. It seems like a theme.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have an example of one where she's put you in this sticky situation?
I'm trying to think what was the last one. I don't have a specific example that's coming to me right now, but what I do know is that maybe I go through a situation.
Yeah.
And it's not a situation where you need to overthink it. Like, just say let's go with trust.
Okay. Oh yeah, trust. Yeah, that's the.
Because I've got a lack of trust with most people I see. If I start trusting someone, and then she'll be like, "All right, what if they're lying to you? How do you know what they've told you is true?"
Okay.
And that will send me down a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
How long does this rabbit hole last for?
It depends. It depends on the situation.
All right. Based on this scenario, you're talking about the lack of trust.
Yeah. I guess let's just say it's relating to a specific person that I might not trust.
All right.
It will lead me down a rabbit hole of they potentially lying to me, past situations where they have lied to me, and other situations where they've been a bit dodgy. For example. Okay. And then it depends on the situation, but maybe it could be an hour or 2 hours, and then I'll be like, hang on, why do I give a shit? Why do I care?
So it took you 2 hours to realize this is nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay. But
it could be even longer, to be honest, but it depends on the situation and
where you are.
Yeah, where I am, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that also indicates to me that wherever you are in your ego right now is also dictating where you are right now. Because your ego, the fundamental is wants control, it wants safety, it wants security.
Yeah.
So it will do any means necessary to not do things that's out of your comfort zone. Hence, if you look at your life, it's slow and steady. Because it's based on your pace, mindset, control.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It used to be. Now it's slower. It's much faster than it used to be.
Okay.
It's still slow and steady. Too slow and steady for my liking, but it's a bit...
See, but can you see now you have a contrast?
Yeah.
Because you want it a bit speed when you're a bit slower.
I think I'm getting out of that slowness. Once I've understood how these past couple of months have played out and how my entire life has played out, I think I'm ready for it to come on thick and fast.
Okay.
Slow and steady for me, it's a concept I want to leave behind in the past.
Okay. See, slow and steady is great. It's knowing how to pace that slow and steady. Because there's a fundamental with it. That's why, in terms of how we work together, you ground me.
Yeah.
If me and you were exactly the same as each other, we'll be everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll probably have a camera behind you, behind me, and here.
It's not a bad idea, you know.
But the point I was saying is, it's more of a compliment.
Yeah.
So for me, in terms of my ego wants to have fun. It's looking for fun, but I'm having fun, but I'm safe in what I'm doing. But what happens is, with me personally, is that I end up looking for fun because I don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
Can you see the roundabout way?
Yeah.
So what do you think happens to me if I have too much fun?
Then there's no progression in what you want to do in terms of work.
And then what happens?
There's stagnation.
And then what happens?
Well, you don't move anywhere, isn't it? You stay where you are.
Exactly. So that's the part I'm saying. So I have to learn how to have fun, but and grow at the same time.
Yeah.
And I've learned how to work with my ego and be like, if we do a bit of work now, we can have more fun there. The more work we do, we get to attract more money, meet new people, we can network. And what happened this month? Where did we go?
Man, that seemed like it was ages ago. I really had to think. I'm like, all right, we're still in March. Yeah, we went to Northern Ireland.
Okay.
We went for a week.
We went for a week.
Yeah, and it was the most amazing experience.
Okay. So this episode will be aired out in April.
Yeah.
But we went to Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
But how much fun did we have?
We had a ton of fun.
Think about what we did.
Yeah. All the locales we visited. We had our first 0.0 Guinness.
Oh no! Oh my god, that was so amazing.
Yeah, in that very scenic village, like a little pub. Met someone from our local area as well.
Yeah, and he lives in Ireland. It was crazy, but that's the part. That's the fun my soul is looking for.
Yeah, but I guess you've been working with your ego to allow it to have the fun, but also pull back, knowing that it needs to work.
Exactly.
And in terms of, I'm opposite.
Yeah.
I never used to have much fun in my life.
Yeah.
It used to be all work. But now I'm learning that I need to incorporate the fun while still having the work element.
Okay.
So I think both of us, in terms of how we were,
it's different.
Yeah, but we're opposites. And we're learning the other opposite thing. Where you're learning to slow down and do work while you can have fun. I'm learning to have fun while I do work.
Yeah. So it's the same concept, but in different elements.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, when you really think about your ego, what quality questions are you asking your ego? Because your ego wants the best for you.
It thinks it wants the best for you, but really it doesn't. Like, keeping you in your comfort zone is not the best for you, is it?
True, but what's the fundamental reason of your ego?
It keeps you safe.
Okay, so why can't you change the safety parameters? Why can't you expand on those and create win-win situations?
Yeah,
that's what you're working on. Yeah. The only difference is when I work with my ego, I understand exactly where my ego lies and what it's looking for.
Yeah,
and that's a fundamental part. Because if I don't attach what it's looking for in terms of feeling safe and secure, everything I do becomes what?
Just a load of nothing, isn't it?
And then what happens?
What we were talking about, no growth.
Okay, so now my ego needs growth. It needs fun. It needs stability, but it needs to expand. But my ego doesn't want to expand. So you have to nurture it.
Yeah.
Hence why, right now, I would really say, like, if you're really struggling with your ego, I would say you start writing to your ego and having that conversation in the mirror. And you know when your ego comes out. You know when your ego comes out, and you know when your truest version.
Yeah.
So your ego will come out, and it will be in a space where, how do I word it? It will be in a space where it works on I a lot. It puts itself first.
Give us an example.
Let me give you an example now. So for me, when I know when my ego's in play, when I don't care about no one, I don't generally care. And look what happened to me last week.
Yeah.
It like literally the last week of March, I wasn't feeling well, and my ego said, "Nope, you need to rest. You can't be networking. You can't be talking to no one. You need to rest, sit, and chill." Myself wanted to be out and going. I don't want to be home. Oh, why am I home?
But in that situation, it seemed like the ego did you some good because even though wait, you wanted to go out and have fun, but your ego told you to stay put.
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't your ego tell you to go out and have fun?
No, see, here's the thing now. Because I've planted seeds in my ego to keep me safe at all times. Because I've had the conversation, it will kick in when I need the most safety. When your body is shutting down and nervous system doesn't feel 100%, what do you think happens?
Repeat that again.
If the nervous system doesn't feel safe and secure, does it look like you want to go out?
No. Your body will just shut down.
Yeah, so what happened is my body, the ego kicked in overdrive. It went into fight and flight mode.
What part of you wanted to sabotage your health in order to have fun?
Because my number one soul loves fun. I love fun.
Yeah, but your ego loves fun too.
True, but my ego likes fun knowing that I'm in a safe position based on what I know.
That makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, you said that the ego loves fun, but it's
the way the fun is created.
That makes perfect sense. All right, so you got right to your ego as well as talk to your ego in the mirror.
Yeah. So the way, look, so imagine I'm the mirror now, and I'm your ego. So I'm Polly now.
Okay. So
imagine now. So if I'm standing here, what would you say to her? And I act as your ego.
I will say stop sabotaging.
What do you mean? I'm not sabotaging. I'm doing everything for you.
Yeah, but being in the position where I am now, where you come in and it feels like to me it's sabotage, isn't getting us the life we want.
What are you talking about? You got more. You do have more for yourself now than ever.
True, because I've faced my fears and worked on myself in order to get that.
Well, you sort of face your fears, but you really haven't. I'm protecting you.
Yeah, but I don't need that protection. I need growth.
Well, I'm protecting you because I don't think you can handle the growth.
Well, what I can and cannot handle is not for you to decide.
Of course, we're one. We're one. I don't know where you think you are, bro, but we're one.
We're one, but you're an aspect of me.
Yeah.
I can still override you and make my decisions.
But you can't, though.
I can, and I have been doing that these past couple of months.
Okay.
And look where it's gotten us. It's gotten us the things that I wanted that you stopped me from.
Well, if you communicate a bit more with me, then maybe we could go a bit faster.
Or maybe you stop running away after planting thoughts in my head.
Well, what can I say? That's what I like to do. I like to play hide and seek.
Well, maybe start coming out in the open a bit more so we can have a chat.
Well, then ask me quality questions and maybe we probably will. Make it a bit enticing for me to come out. Have you not thought about it?
I haven't thought about that.
There you go. Why do you think I put you in positions that I don't want? Because I want the best for you. I want you to be safe and secure. I want you to be stable in everything you do. Do you think I want anyone to tell you what you can and can't do? Don't you think it hurts me when you're like not 100%?
Alright, I didn't think of it like that.
I'm an espionage for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't you think I have your number one interest?
Well, the thoughts you plant in my head just causes me more pain.
Okay.
It stops me from being. So, no, you don't have my number one interest in mind. Because you're not keeping me safe, you're keeping me troubled in the moment.
True, but then there's a reason. Where there's rejection, there's protection.
Yeah, but rejection isn't a final thing. It's just a no now, it's not a no forever.
True.
Plus, there's always other opportunities. You can't get used to rejection if you don't allow yourself to go through it, or don't allow us to go through it.
True, but then until you can prove to me that you can handle it a bit more and convey it, then we'll talk further.
Yeah, but you can't handle it unless you go through it, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to let me know that you're about to go through it or it's going to come, because I'm not going to allow that to you. I'm not going to allow anyone to dictate that.
But the thing is, if I'm putting myself through any scenarios, rejection can't just be avoided.
True.
It will end up happening.
And
you might keep me safe from the rejection you think is coming, but it will come in another way.
True, but I want you to have that conversation. Prepare us. Because your body is my body.
True, but you can't always prepare yourself for rejection. You never. Sometimes it might just come and you might not know it. But then the thing is, you can't hide away because you're not.
Well, there's a reason why you call me an espionage. There's a reason why.
You know what I mean? Like, as much as you try to keep me safe, the rejection will hit me in another way.
True.
And then you won't be there to protect me.
Okay, so what do you think you
because
need to
you're
do?
hiding.
What do you think you need to do?
Well, firstly, you need to stop planting these thoughts and seeds in my mind.
Okay.
And stop hiding away so we can have conversations.
Okay. I'm here right now, so, we're having it while you're on public display.
Yeah, no.
How do you feel?
Well, it's not a fun thing.
Okay, but do you see how you're tackling it now?
Yeah.
It's different now.
Yeah.
But can you see what, now I'm Professor S. So, but can you see now what he had to do for you to face it?
Yeah.
You had to be in the most public space ever.
Yeah. Where
you're heard and seen.
Yeah. And
for you to go through it.
Yeah, and you know what? I was fine. I guess it is a bit of a vulnerable moment, and even though I don't like being vulnerable, I'm fine. It doesn't faze me.
True, but can you see now? You being vulnerable is the key to this.
Yeah.
The more vulnerable you are and being okay with it, what happens is you know who you are, even in your conversations.
Yeah, I agree with that. But partly my ego comes out when it's being vulnerable. My ego's been telling me all my life.
Yeah.
When I'm vulnerable, things never go well.
Okay, now can you see that? Now you need to change the mindset. The more vulnerable I am, the more I unload, the more I can share, the more I can talk. So I love being vulnerable. Because vulnerability is my strength.
Okay.
The fact that your mindset with it is vulnerability means I'm weak. If you deep it, if I deep it,
yeah, it is kind of.
That's what you're essentially saying.
Giving your power away.
Yeah, you think you're disempowered by talking about your weakness.
Yeah.
And your vulnerability. I'm saying I'm empowered because I own my vulnerability. You know it, and I own it. Knowing versus owning. It's a brilliant chapter that my mentor said, Sidra, and talked about knowing something and versus owning it are two different things. So right there, when you had the conversation with your ego, where I played the ego view,
it's owning it.
That's owning it. But knowing how the mechanism of your brain works and the chemicals and that's you knowing it. True?
Yeah, true.
All right. We're going to do a little process now.
All right. Before the process, I did have a question.
Go on.
So we've got writing to your ego.
Yeah.
And we've got talking to your ego in the mirror. What are some other good ways of identifying your ego in your, let's say, in your general life?
I say the quality question you need to ask your ego is, what is it looking for? So you can say in the mirror and be like, dear ego, or in my case, my ego's name is called Dilip. Dear Dilip, what is it that you're looking for today to feel happy in who you are? And then what will happen is you're looking for common interest. Because if you and your ego know you have the same ideas and goals,
yeah.
So why can't you create win-wins?
Yeah, it's true.
You see, now the plant is being seed, the seed is being planted. Now you're like, okay. Because my ego, me and Dilip love fun. But Dilip likes fun where he's in control of the fun. I like fun where I'm not in control.
Mm.
Two different contrasts.
Yeah.
But the exact same result. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into a process now. Just get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. All right, so just close your eyes, uncross your arms and legs. Yeah. Just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let go of all your troubles that you've been in today. Let go of all the resistance that you're holding on to the past and everything that's happening, about to happen in the future hasn't happened. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. No one wants anything. No one needs anything. You're now going up, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 feet past the third dimension, fourth dimension, and you now land on the fifth dimension. You're now in this magical healing garden. This healing garden is absolutely massive, but the grass is green, springy beneath your feet, the sun just gently warming on your skin, the birds are chirping away, and the clouds are feeling ever so fluffy. And you now see your ascended master. And you now see this path, this golden pathway that goes into the forest. As you're walking past all these trees and you're feeling all this Mother Nature, you see this magical oak tree that represents your ego. You now go to the oak tree and you say hi. You now want you to connect with the tree and give it a hug and know that you're there. Now I want you to remember a time or an event that your ego is holding on to right now. Wherever the thought is coming to you right now, it's a perfect one. If nothing's coming to you as well, that's fine as well. Now, I want you to recite after me and just speak to your ego and say the following. I love you.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
I know. As my ego. You're trying to protect me. Even though I don't meet you eye to eye. As we have different opinions.
Of
the view of our world. But it's okay. I let go. Any distorted viewpoints. Any negative imprints. Any vows. Any contracts. Any decisions. That I've made to you. Or you made to me. In this lifetime. Or any other lifetimes. I want a clean break. So I can move. With ease and grace. I know that's hard for you. But we can create win-wins. And I love you so much. I just want us to be in alignment in who we truly meant to become. Thank you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now I want you to imagine now, as you're going past the oak tree, you're seeing this waterfall. I want you to imagine this golden waterfall, and I want you to imagine now your chakras are opening up. Feel this golden light entering your crown, your third eye, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your throat, all the way down to your base, down to your legs, washing away all the resistance you've been holding on for your ego in all your lifetimes. And you notice that you're feeling this tingling sensation and who you are, and you're now learning to just become the best version of who you are. And you're now feeling more at peace in what you are, where you need to go, and you're creating win-wins. You're walking on this golden path, and you can see this orange door in front of you. As you open the orange door, you can see the whole entire galaxy. As you now jump, take that leap of faith, you're now gliding past all the stars, the constellations, through to the orange ring of light, which creates you the creative license to be free in who you are. You're now coming back into the planet you're from, the city you're from, back into the room you're in, and when you're ready, Pattern your legs and your arms and open your eyes and welcome back. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, allow yourself to really set in, breathe in, and drink some water if you do have some. And yeah. Alright, bro, how are you feeling after the process?
I feel lighter. My third head's tingling quite a bit.
Third head, yeah?
Third eye. Clearly, I'm still not back yet.
Alright, so if your third eye is tingling right now, it means you're opening the portal in your third eye. So if you can feel it, what you can do is actually just tap on it and just say, thank you for showing me what I needed to know, and just please close it with ease and grace if you don't want it to be open. Right. And then you slowly start to like embody the new version of you.
You're right there.
Yeah, man. When I do these processes, my body takes a toll.
Yeah.
And I have to be mindful of how much energy I exert.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why my ego wants me in control. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you come back to it full fold.
Yeah.
All right. That actually concludes our episode for our ego in our new studio. Bro, how did you find today's episode?
It's been a fun one. I think I really enjoyed it. I probably enjoyed this podcast episode. I haven't enjoyed it this much in a long while.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been absolutely amazing. This is Professor Artis and
the Soul Designer.
And we're signing off, and we shall catch you on the next episode. Thank you for joining myself and Sukhdev on the podcast. It's been absolutely our pleasure to really serve your souls and really give you the insights of how you can cultivate more fun, dynamic energy and receive things with ease and grace. Also, please leave a review down below on Trustpilot of how you felt with it, and your words of wisdom will help another soul with creating more love and wisdom. And also, if you're looking to gain more clarity, blast through your limit beliefs, book a session with myself where we dive in much deeper in terms of the energy tools, the mindset and the strategies to really live your best life and really cultivate who you truly meant to become. This is Professor signing off. Keep rising your greatness, keep aligning your highest, and let's go smash it. Come on, son!